Hey folks, Kaya here. I Should Roll will always be free to listen to, but it's not free to make. So please consider supporting us by subscribing to our Ko-fi at ko-fi.com/Intergalactic Improv Initiative. You'll find the link in the show notes. As a stellar streamer, you'll receive exclusive bonus content and our enduring gratitude. Tiers start at $2 per month. See you on Calliope Station.
Correctly with the correct amount.
D20 Radio, where gamers roll.
www.d20radio.com.
A podcast by the Intergalactic Improv Initiative.
Ride of the Valkyrie, Episode 20, Grand Theft Eezo, featuring the voices of Shay Grové, J.D. Kelly, Hunter LaPaglia, Leah Ryan, and creator Kaya Renwick. Commandeer. We're going to commandeer that ship. Nautical term. I Should Roll. Last time on Ride of the Valkyrie, while Zin and Gratch realized they'd been kidnapped and proceeded to commit arson and murder about it, the rest of the Valkyrie crew hatched a plan to get them back. The plan consists of going after the Cerberus cruiser using the Cerberus contact's ship, i.e. stealing it. Grenades may or may not be involved for hull breaching purposes. I know as much as you do. Strap in, folks, here we go.
March 16th, 2184, Terran Universal Coordinated Calendar. Omega Nebula, Sarbaric System, Omega, Rika District.
Okay, hold on, guys. I know, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to wake up. I'm trying real hard to wake up, and it's one more time from the top because I'm trying to understand.
It's okay. I know it's a lot to take in. We're stealing a ship. I'll put it point blank period. That's the plan. Titoh has contacts with the Blue Suns. They're going to distract Rose for us. We're going to steal the fucking ship, and we're going back to get Gratch and Zin.
Because Gratch and Zin are on the Cerberus cruiser.
Right. Okay, so we're stealing this ship. The suns are blue, and then Rose Gardner, we're gonna lie to her, and then we're stealing the ship because Zin and Gratch are on the ship. So haven't they already stolen? Wait.
No, so Gratch and Zin are on the Cerberus cruiser. Carver's saying that we steal Rose Gardner's little ship, because Rose Gardner is kind of part of Cerberus to get on the big Cerberus ship.
Okay, so we're stealing the baby Cerberus to get the big boy Cerberus, is that?
Yes.
Right.
All right, I think, okay. Yeah, let me get, a drink of something strong, and then we'll go.
But I figure you and me stay on the Valkyrie, because if they get blown to smithereens and jetted out into space in hard suits...
Now hold on.
Hold on a second.
We can then pick them up so they don't die.
Yes, sir. No, I very much like to stay on the Valkyrie. I like that plan. I don't want to get jettisoned and died,
Also, if we're attacking with air quotes in the air, I know I've only got 3 fingers, but you get the idea. If we're attacking the small Cerberus ship, then the big Cerberus ship will think that we're the enemy and they're allies, so it may help sell the whole situation. Plus, you and me, even in hard suits, ain't gonna pass for humans.
Right. Hold on. So, point of order, right, sir? You just said a lot of words, and I'm not gonna lie, I did not hear a lot of them, because I just got an incredible idea that is for later, so we're gonna put a pin in this, but I need to tell you before I forget. So you just said attack it, and I think we should start. Attack is Krogan, your form of stimulant, and I feel like we could brand that. What do you think about that? Attack It by Kache, and I think that would look real nice on a poster.
So would that be like a scent? Like a perfume?
Anyway, back to wait, hold on. We're getting off track.
Right,
Okay.
sorry, yeah.
Right,
okay.
Pin. We're putting a pin right there.
We'll come back to it.
And we'll circle back. But right now, you and me are staying here, and Titoh and Carver are gonna leave.
We really have a finite amount of time while the Blue Suns are able to distract Rose Gardner, so really, Carver, we should be getting going.
Carver's just gonna nod.
Do you need us to steal the ship? Or do we stay here and you steal the ship?
I think we steal the ship, yes?
Remember, Rose's ship is only 3 berths down from the Valkyrie. She parked close. So depending on how fast you hoof it back, the extra firepower might be useful, or even just as a lookout. I don't know, up to you guys.
Very kind of her to have parked so close to us.
So close, yeah, so considerate.
So convenient.
Did say she wanted to help you.
She's gonna help us, just not in the way she thought.
She is, yeah. She's being so helpful.
Whether she likes it or not.
Thanks, Rose.
All right, Carver, why don't we take point, and Bean and JD hang back a little bit. You rush in with firepower if we need it, but you cover our backs.
Do you want to say that one more time there, Shay?
What did I say?
Because we had sudden crossover where Bean and JD were going to be lookouts.
Suddenly I turn up in the Mass Effect world going, what's going on?
I'm a century and a half out of place.
Cash looks at me and goes, you look kind of familiar.
Oh man, yeah, you've embodied your character so much. They're just the same. Sorry, I did not even realize.
It's all good.
Okay, let's do that again.
Carver, you and I, we can take point, and Cash.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
Carver.
You're all right, Titoh.
I've had some weird dreams that we were different people. Don't worry about it.
Corporal Carver, we are going to take point, and Cash and Bean are going to follow up behind us and make sure that no shenanigans occur. At least, not without appropriate firepower.
Right.
But before we do that, I reckon you need another cup of coffee.
Probably accurate. I am still a little bit drunk. Probably.
Oh, I forgot.
Okay, if this is goodbye for a little bit, be safe out there and, care about shits. I look at Carver, I'm like, Poncho, and I look at Titoh, I'm like, we don't have a garment yet.
Got any scarves?
We'll find a garment. Don't you worry, Bean.
Okay, I like boots.
Maybe gloves.
Ooh, gloves. I don't know. They're kind of fancy. We'll discuss it.
Just make sure I'm alive so that we can discuss the garment situation.
Okay, yeah.
That is definitely the plan.
We love a plan.
We put a pin in it.
Pin in it. A pin. We love a plan and we love a pin.
Especially a pin plan.
Oh, we could be pin people.
Yes.
Pin partners. I need a pin.
Pin partner.
I want to ask what that is, but I'm pretty sure I shouldn't.
Safer not to ask.
Okay.
Carver, take charge.
Why me?
Because you're in charge, damn it.
Because it's your plan.
You're the only one here with any sort of rank.
Well, I mean,
Not true, Captain. And he's like a gesture to Bean.
well, and the ship does have a certain smell.
What? Oh.
That was good. 10 out of 10.
That took me a second.
Thank you.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything, I know obviously before we've had like the poncho that just looked like a dress on Carver. Is there anything that I can do to like mask or like somewhat disguise my N7 armor? Because I don't want to go without armor, but I feel like going with the N7 armor is what we call a dead giveaway.
Well, in 2189, Oni operatives have a little like holographic patch. It's 2184. I don't think that's a thing. So I think you'd have to ask if Bean has a Sharpie.
Bean, do you have some kind of marker or something I can use to cover up the stripe on my arm and the armor so it's not so obvious? You know, disguise.
I immediately, like, from the air, pull up a tin of grease and I just pass it to you.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It's black and bubbly.
Carver's gonna take it and just I have so many questions, but now's not the time. And just start applying it all over the armor to like mask all the N7 insignias and stuff. This washes out, right?
I mean, sometimes I feel like off of metal it'll come off, But like if you don't get it on your trunks or nothing,
Okay.
It's gonna give you +1 to maneuverability in tight spaces.
He's lubricated.
I was thinking it.
I just imagine Bean being like, "You are lubed."
You done been lubed, my guy.
I mark you with the sign of the. Yeah.
We got our Hanar lubricated. On this week's episode is Carver lubricated.
Who's lubricated next time?
Woo!
Ladies, watch out. He's lubed and ready.
We're all lubed.
Yeah, it's true. Carver's third now. Yeah, we had Hanar and Bean and now Carver. Okay, so what is the how is this happening? Now that Carver and Titoh are suited up, are Kache and Bean staying behind, or are you guys accompanying as backup to the hijacking?
Yeah, I figured we would be on comms and like ready.
Okay, sure.
I'm gonna also get the ship engine running so that like I need to pull up and
Sure, you can bug out if you need to. Yeah.
yeah.
As it's 3 bays down, Kache is going to leave the ship, but look like he's guarding the Valkyrie. So it means that I don't have to like get out the ship and then head down 3 bays.
Sure.
I can keep an eye, at least partially, on the situation.
Sure.
From what I can see. Because I'm assuming they're not like private bays, they're open bays.
Yep, it's Omega. Y'all picked a public docking bay. It's basically you just swanned in and you've docked and her ship 3 umbilicals down, as it were.
He's in the front. I'm in the pilot chair in the back.
Okay. I would like you to make me an investigation roll, please, Bean.
Ooh, we're investigating. Ooh, we have physical dice today. Let's go. 17.
Let's go.
Okay, as you are starting up, you're doing like the pre-flight sequence, getting ready to go, you realize that somebody's fucked with your ship.
Oh, no.
There are some errors in the diagnostics indicating that one of your thrusters is offline and part of your operating system doesn't want to boot up properly. You're getting flags thrown back that your coolant system isn't quite working properly and your shields are only available to you at about 70% at the moment.
On a scale of like 1 to 10, how bad would be no, obviously. That is.
Are you asking how fucked you are?
Yeah.
Well, that depends on what you need the Valkyrie to do. So if one of your thrusters is offline, the Valkyrie would have at least 2 thrusters, probably more on each side, right? So if you have a 4 thruster system and you've got 1 off, that means that you have twice the thrust on one side as you do on the other. So either you're going to end up going in circles, spinning around, or you're going to need to cut the other one so that you can have equally powerful thrust. So that's 1.
Okay.
If your coolant's not working properly, then the longer you run the ship, the more you are going to cook everyone inside it unless you take the time to properly vent the heat.
Okay.
That is not going to be a huge problem unless you do need to push the Valkyrie into combat or evasive maneuvers or just running away really fast. And third, your shields being at 70% is probably not going to be a huge problem, except that Omega is kind of in the middle of an asteroid belt and there's a whole bunch of debris around.
Right.
So if you hit things, that's not great. And also if you do happen to get into combat with the Cerberus cruiser or somebody else, that would also not be great. So are you immediately fucked? Is the Valkyrie going to blow up if you, actually start her up all the way and pull her out of dock? Probably not. Is this something that you can probably handle? Probably. You've fixed this ship from the ground up. But all of these things could be disadvantages in potential future situations.
Okay. From my investigation, do I have a sense of who did this, or follow-up question, how easily fixable are these things?
Okay, well, first one, you, there was that guy who told you that one of your engines was on fire.
And we were like, what a liar.
Yeah, but they were hanging around long enough that they could have sabotaged your ship. It also wasn't locked. So they could be mechanical sabotage.
Mm-hmm.
Could be that they messed with your diagnostics. You might have to go in and do a little bit more hunting to see if it's... Essentially, if they've shoved code in to make your code reader throw up your check engine light, or if there are actual issues with the Valkyrie. And finally, you would need to roll me some repair checks to see how long any of these would take, or if they need to be handled.
Do you want 3 separate ones?
Possibly, but JD's got a thought.
Sure.
That person hanging around the ship and saying about the engine being on fire, was that before Carver did the systems update to the Valkyrie and increased the security, or after?
That would have been before.
Fuck.
Because Carver came back and did all of that after the run-in. So the guy who told Bean that the engine was on fire was, in fact, the one who got his head shot off while Carver was holding on to him. So this would have been done earlier. Yeah.
So is it possible that if that update hadn't happened, that the diagnostics also wouldn't have been updated and Bean might not have known about it?
That's very possible, yep.
Let's go.
We'll take the small wins where we can get them, baby.
Yep.
Me ignoring my check engine light. Okay. Cool. Repair?
Yes, repair, please.
Come on, nat 20.
I feel it.
This will be your check to see if this is actually, like, legitimate sabotage, or if it's actually...
If it's just, like...
If it's the computer.
The computer, okay.
Yeah.
Please. Bless my repair skill, which is good. 20! Not naturally. I've got a +9.
A dirty 20. Nice. Okay. All right. So you, after a brief moment of, oh no, you take a closer look and you realize that your thruster is offline because the system thinks it's offline. There's not actually anything wrong with it. That's a coding error.
Okay.
But there are issues with your coolant system. You detect that somebody was in there and fucking around in the coolant lines before you guys got there. And the shields, it looks like somebody has literally stolen one of the capacitors.
Oh, that hijack covered. I'm gonna take off and head to the coolant section of the engine, which obviously Bean knows what that is, but Leah, do we know?
Right.
No.
Well, you would be heading into engineering, but Bean would know exactly where to go for this. So
Perfect.
We're going to say that Bean is doing the thing.
Great.
Bean is getting to work, and we're going to hop over to the outside of the ship.
Oh, real quick, I'm gonna tell the outside of the ship. A problem with a lot, actually, in the engine room, so I'm gonna work on that while y'all are doing what you do. If you happen to spot, I don't know, some spare shielding, you know, on anywhere, really, that you can spare, just let me know. I'm gonna be in the guts of the Valkyrie for a minute, respectfully, and, best of luck out there. Love ya.
How big a problem is a problem?
Like, yeah, anyway, I'll see y'all later.
Okay, what part do you need and what does it look like?
Not really sure. I'm kind of deep in the tubing right now. But can I describe the shielding part that I need?
Sure. So you're looking for a capacitor, which would be, it's probably something vaguely tube-shaped. I would guess. We're just gonna make this up as we go because these are futuristic spaceships, and it is something that would plug into the power system and allow you to basically store energy so that when the shield takes a hit, it can then replenish without having to necessarily immediately draw from the drive core.
Rose's ship is 3 down from us? Are they empty bays or are there ships in those bays?
I'm gonna say one of them has a ship and one of them doesn't.
Okay, the one that is a ship, what does it look like?
Your standard freighter. Nothing special. Looks like somebody who a scrapper.
Is there a guard?
Roll me a luck check.
There's no way we're gonna go steal Rose's ship, but also steal the shield off of some random fucking ship.
Welcome to Omega.
It's Omega, baby!
17.
There is no guard.
Excellent.
Let's go.
Kache is gonna go and force the door open.
Are you hacking or are you strength? Or are you athletics checking your way in?
Kache can't hack anything.
Just checking. Just checking.
Well, sure you can. Hack and slash.
Yeah.
You're looking for like a big long tube with like 4 like ball-shaped things around the bottom. Honestly, as a Krogan, it should be kind of like similar to what you're working with, and that's the capacitor.
Oh.
16 on an athletics check.
Okay, yeah, I don't think you have any trouble wrenching this door open. I think you grab your hammer, slam it into the center of the door enough to make a dent, and then you shove the handle in and just wrench it open, honestly. Okay. I'm gonna let you leave you to your pillaging, and we're gonna hop over to Carver and Titoh, who are hearing all of this on the comms.
To disconnect it, just like stroke the end of it and it'll come right out.
Oh my god.
Carver's just gonna like shake his head and sigh and like give like a gesture to like the camera as that comes through the speaker, and you start heading towards Rose's ship.
You guys approach, you get past, so I'll say that there's the Valkyrie, there's an empty berth, there's the freighter that Kache is pillaging, and then there's Rose's Corvette. And it is sleek and shiny, beautiful hull painted like this gorgeous matte silver. Doesn't appear to be in Cerberus colors, just a private ship. And it is attached to the dock via an umbilical, just like the Valkyrie is.
Is there any kind of like security outside that we can see, like whether that be like a guard or like security system or anything like that?
Well, you'd need to roll me some checks for that. Investigation or perception.
Hell yeah. Love that for me.
Can I help?
Yeah. One of you could do investigation, one of you could do perception.
Okay. What do I have best in? Perception. I'll do perception.
Okay, and that leaves Carver with investigation.
Yeah. Well, shit. Hold on. Wait, I have a +5 to perception. What do you have?
Also +5.
Okay, we're good. I was about to say, I have no plus to investigation.
Oh, I have a +1 to investigation, so I could just use that.
Want to swap?
Yeah, let's swap.
Okay.
So my investigation is 19.
Okay.
Holy shit. Okay. So, I have a +5, so 16.
Okay. So Carver, you get a decent look around. This is, you see, there's a couple people milling around, but you don't see anybody who looks like they're watching you or actively threatening you. You're not about to get ganged up on as far as you can tell. That said, Omega is kind of just dark and dingy, and so, it's not out of the realm of possibility that you've missed something, but you don't see anything immediately obvious. You also don't see any, there's no guard on the door, although you do see that the lock panel is red, so Rose does actually lock her door before she leaves. However, Titoh, as you're looking around, you decide to take a slightly closer look at the entrance, at the security that's around. I think, based on this roll, that this is maybe not the first ship that Titoh has broken into. Do you think would you agree with that? Do you think that's fair to say?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Okay. I think that with a little bit of looking, you recognize that you've actually broken into a very similar ship before. So ships are not typically bespoke, right? It's if you're buying a ship, you're essentially you're not buying a car, you're buying a yacht. But there's still, shipbuilding companies still make multiples of the same model, right? You only get into the really, one-of-a-kind ships in several credit brackets higher, right? This is a nice Corvette, but it's not Rose's ship that she had built for her. This was something that came off of a line somewhere. And you have broken into similar ships before. With a little bit of looking around, you identify where the panels are for the external security system, and you think you have a pretty good idea of what sort of security you're facing. You would figure there's going to be cameras, there's going to be silent alarms, there may be things like turrets or like overload charge trap sort of things to deter intruders. But at the very least, it's going to make big loud noises and lots of light to say this is not worth the trouble that you might get yourself into if you try to break in here. It's also not going to be easy to break in. You would have the option of either hacking it, or you can just try to smash it, but it's pretty good architecture. It's well built. If you wanted to smash it, you'd either have to be very careful about it, right? The sort of like the severing of the wires, or you might need to ask Kache to bring his hammer down when he's done. But that might screw with the airlock, right? So,
Carver, can you come over here for just a second?
Carver will walk up. I want a point of order. I want it known the helmet is on. It is opaque. No face is seen. I've used the word correctly this time. Carver's gonna walk up.
You're being so opaque. Tell us what you really mean. Carver, I know you might find this really difficult to believe, but I've actually broken into one of these before.
No.
It's really, really fucking hard to get into one of these. There's going to be a lot of noise, potentially. If I don't get this hacking exactly right, I don't know if you have any, secret hacking skills you haven't revealed yet. If you have them, now would be the time. Otherwise, we're going to have to go in his Krogan style.
I mean, surely there's no harm in trying to hack it first, because, if it goes wrong, we're going Krogan style either way. So, if...
Can we have Kache on standby?
I love this.
Sure, yeah. Carver's gonna turn to look back toward that ship that we saw Kache, break into, and to see if there's any sign of him on his way out, if he's finishing up, if he's still window shopping, or what's kind of going on.
Window shopping.
I think maybe you see a couple of bits of scrap coming out the umbilical, clunk, 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 clunk. Roll me an investigation, Kache. Let's see how well this is going.
Oh, it's a good roll. I've got no pluses. 16.
Okay. I don't think it takes you very long. You know exactly what you're looking for, and it's not it's not a fancy ship. I think there's a few bits of scrap that come flying out the umbilical and go clunk, 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 clunk on the catwalk, and then I think you find what you're looking for, and Kache comes out holding what apparently looks like a Krogan cock and balls. So there we have it.
You thought you snuck it by, but it was noticed.
Oh, it wasn't particularly subtle.
I didn't think I snuck shit.
Look at the quad on this one.
That's crazy.
You told me I could look like whatever we wanted it to, and I said, all right.
Also, do Krogan have 4 balls? Because we...
Hunter, did you miss that in your play of Mass Effect, that Krogan have 4 testicles?
I've only played the first game, I'm sorry. And Rex got capped. I'm sorry.
Krogan have 4 balls. They have a quad.
I didn't know if this was an ISR lore thing that we were coming up with.
No, this one's BioWare.
We love BioWare.
Yeah. So yes, Kache is free and has the capacitor for Bean.
Wonderful. Kache will, there's no point messing around. We'll go straight to the Valkyrie. Knock, knock, knock. and pass off the capacitor to Beek.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's a big set. That's bigger than the one they stole. Nice job, Cache.
That's girthy.
You got girth.
Yeah.
She is crazy.
I go, thanks, and I scuffle off to wherever the fuck this goes. And I assume Bean is, like, panicked.
You think it'll do the job? Can you fit it in?
Oh, I'll make it fit. Don't worry about it.
How much innuendo are we gonna fit in today?
Oh my god, I figured we'd come into this episode and it would be like, we'd be doing like, I already made the leverage reference, but that or like Ocean's 11 or something, and nope, we are just full on, I don't even know. And it's great, I love it, it's fantastic.
So, seeing Cache make his way back, Carver's gonna pull up his Omni tool and say, Cache, do you mind coming here for a moment?
Yep. And Cache will then go and help Carver and Titoh.
In the interest of time, Carver's just gonna quickly go over the plan with Cache. Yeah, the plan of we're gonna try to hack it, and if it don't work, then we got a Krogan.
Okay, so you've done this before?
Yes. Is that so hard to believe?
I need that story. Once we're done here, I want that story. Yeah. If I smash the door in to get you inside to hotwire this thing, you will need to stay fully in your hard suits whilst piloting, because that ain't gonna hold oxygen when I'm done with it.
All right. I'm gonna put my visor down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's opaque.
It's opaque, yeah.
And presumably you have, in the interim, you have changed into your full hard suit and are no longer wearing a helmet and flowy pajama pants, which is what you were wearing in the last episode.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's right. Inter-episode, and a little quick change while we were catching Bean up on the plane.
Perfect, yes.
We're catching me while I'm pulling on my pants.
Okay, alright, who's making the hacking roll?
Oh no. Who among us has good experience hacking?
It's not Bean. It's not Bean, I can tell you that.
Carver, did they teach you any fancy hacking skills in your academy or whatever it is you graduated from?
So I only have a +1, but I have a good track record in the campaign, so...
Okay, I'm gonna help you, because the previous time I did this, I was with someone who knew how to hack. So I'm just gonna help you, because I think I remember kind of what they did.
You think?
But not exactly.
You said you've done this before.
I have done this before, just not this exact same context.
Were you successful, or did... Because doing it is one thing.
We were successful in a manner of speaking.
What does that mean?
Just don't think about it, okay? The more you think about it, the more you're gonna get all scared, and you're gonna be all Carver. Okay, just, again, less poncho, more...
You know, I believe in you guys, I say from over the comms, and also as Leah, not Bean, I believe in you guys. Let's go. Woo.
I guess I'm gonna attempt to hack the door?
Okay, so we're just gonna work it together.
Okay.
Like, oh, I think that's...
Yeah.
No, it's the red wire. No, it's the green one. Oh my gosh.
Are you colorblind? That's green!
And because Tito's helping you, you do get advantage.
Ooh.
I will also allow you here. Remember that you do have the effort point system. We have not rested to clear
Right.
any effort, so that is something to be paying attention to. You do have that. I will also offer you, in this case, because you are doing something that is very clearly illegal and I don't think you have to argue very hard to say that it's immoral. It's certainly a renegade option.
Ooh.
Is it immoral to steal from Cerberus? Oh.
You could, as I believe you have 10 renegade points.
Legality is not morality.
That is true. That is true, which is why I specified on both cases here.
Yes.
You have, I believe, 10 renegade points at the moment. You could choose to spend some of them or to use some of them. You keep them as a reputation, but you can spend some of them to add to your total. So just like when you use your reputation to influence a charm or intimidate roll, for every 5 points you use, you can add 1 to the roll.
Okay.
I will allow you to stack as many of these as you like.
Do you remember if I have
Yes,
any
yes,
renegade
Shay.
or anything? 'Cause I haven't written it down if I have.
I believe all of you had the option to distribute 10 points of reputation however you wanted when we began the campaign. I don't know if people did or not, but I believe you had the option to do so.
Oh, I definitely didn't. I don't remember that at all.
I probably did not.
I definitely would have put 10 to Paragon.
I definitely did not.
No, yeah, me neither.
Well, if you so choose.
Let's go 8 renegade. No, 7 renegade. Let's do that.
All right, so Hunter, what are you adding to this roll? You have advantage. You have your natural +1 to hacking. I don't believe you're proficient in hacking,
Right.
which means you don't add your proficiency bonus. But then you have the option of adding up to 2 for your renegade points, and then however many stress points you want to incur on top of that. And for each stress point you spend, you will add 2 to the roll.
Oh, fuck. Okay, this is a lot of math. Okay. And I have advantage, yeah? Okay. Can I...
You have advantage, yes. But I will ask you to decide what you are adding to it before you roll.
So... I'll spend 5 of my renegade, because I forgot to write in the extra 5 I got the last time, so it's like I never had it. Well, I mean, it's still the reputation, yes, but
Okay.
like currency-wise. So I'll spend 5, and that adds what, 2?
Yes.
It's like it's free.
Okay, first roll is critical fail, so let's try this again. We got advantage. It's so
You're doing
great.
amazing,
It's so
sweetie.
great.
You're
It's so
doing
great.
so
We're so good.
good.
I should not have used these dice. Just kidding. We're so fucking back. Nat 20. Nat 20. We're holy.
We're so fucking. I said it.
Yeah!
Fuck yes.
We're so good.
Wow. All right, so you crack in, and I feel it's a Matrix moment. Like the code is flowing through you. You know, it's full on, you know, Neo with the glasses and the glyphs, and
I'm in.
the ultimate we're in moment, right? And you are transported outside yourself. This was not your specialty in ICT, but you're like, maybe I need to multi-class and go back and do some infiltrator training, because like, damn. Your fingers fly over the panel that Titoh has pointed out. You guys crack it open, and the door panel flashes green and slides open.
Yeah, for one. 2, question. Since we've gotten it, like, hacking in, is that like essentially the ship thinks that we're Rose and we're like clear to walk in, or is it still have like the security in and it just disabled, or am I gonna have to roll?
You have, with a nat 20, you've essentially disabled the system.
I'm in.
It may or may not think you're Rose, but you're in.
The visor may be opaque, but that system to you, transparent, baby.
Oof.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
It's a rare moment. Carver, give me a high five. Let's do this, buddy.
Yes, JD.
Cash looks legitimately crestfallen and disappointed that he didn't get to smash something again, and goes, I guess you don't need me, and starts walking back towards the Valkyrie.
Oh,
I'm imagining him like taking the warhammer and like hitting one of the square pieces of scrap on the way by.
Yeah.
Ultimate kick the can, just whump.
Damn it, that's what I was gonna say.
I can unsay it.
Scratch that for the minute. Scratch that from the minutes.
Dan, edit that out. Dan, edit that out right now. Cut that shit out.
As Cash is turning, Carver's just gonna do like 2 pats on the back and do his best imitation of Cash, like in honor. You'll get him next time, buddy.
Yes.
You just see solemn nods.
I know, whatever.
Okay, Carver, Titoh, you enter Rose's ship. It's pretty small, it's pretty cramped. It's there, not a lot of room to wander around it. Bean's ship, the Valkyrie's tight quarters, but like this is positively like it's like submarine small, right? All of the corridors are quite small. And you filter in, but like immaculate. It's beautiful in there. Everything is perfectly clean. It's not fancy. It is functional, and it is in perfect condition. There's not really anything like personal around that you see. Like you're walking in and nothing is stopping you. There's doors on the sides of the corridor. It's one corridor that goes straight down the hull of the ship, and you've got a few doors on either side, all of which are green panels.
All right, let's head up to the bridge. Cockpit. I wanted to see if there's any like secondary security to get into the computers in the cockpit.
Okay, you guys head into the cockpit, bypassing the doors on the other sides. It is a one-person cockpit. There is a second seat in the back, but it's very clearly like it's like a navigator, or it's like a spare seat. It's not a co-pilot seat. They're not one next to the other. It's one behind the other. And there's a wealth of controls. Rose is clearly a skilled pilot. There's it's clearly a manually operated ship. Unless there may well be like an autopilot or some sort of thing in the systems, as the consoles and controls in front of the pilot seat. You've walked into the cockpit of a fighter jet sort of thing. Like there's a lot going on. So if you want to find things, I'm going to need investigation rolls.
Dan, I think we want to hear lots of like bleeps and bloops and complex like technological sounds for like how high tech this cockpit is. So you got to find as many of them as you can just to make it overly complex.
I would really love a record scratch, and then like Dan just like interrupts. It's like, now you hear me now, you motherfuckers. I'm not doing any of this shit. I quit. Just like I'm hiding up to here.
It's gonna be all Looney Tunes like cartoon style. Boing.
This episode is just narrated by Dan, interwoven with like moments of actual play. Be like, now look at what these motherfuckers tried to do.
He's like, these assholes.
Okay, there's Lawson. And also Dan.
And then Carver, looking stupid, walks up to the next ship.
Like an idiot.
Clonk, clonk, clonk.
Yeah. Why does he walk like that?
Are you guys rolling to check out this cockpit? What's the plan here?
Yes, okay, so I've already stolen one of these before in the past. So is there any kind of like, I don't know, advantage to that I've been in one of these before? Probably flown one.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Cool.
You can have advantage on this.
Thank you. I'm going to go investigate. Oh, that's... I need that advantage. Let's go again. Oh, that's better. Okay, that's 16.
Okay. It's not an exact match, but it's close enough that you're like, this is definitely... You start pointing out to yourself, because you've mentioned that you've flown before. It's not your strong suit, but you've done it, and you're like, I could probably pilot this thing. It would be okay. And you don't see. You open up the main console, and there doesn't appear to be a secondary security system on at least the ship's main systems. You haven't gone hunting for like her personal files or anything like that, which she may or may not keep on the mainframe of the computer. She may have them separately somewhere else in the ship. But you are not locked out of the system.
Cool. Well, Carver, looks like we're in. You want to fly, or do you want me to fly?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
I think we do have a flight skill.
I got a +3.
Oh yeah, I've got a +4.
All right, looks like I'm taking back seat. Hell yeah. I got us in. You get us there.
All right, Captain.
Okay, you guys, you fire it up. The Corvette hums to life underneath you as you've settled in, put your harnesses on, and you pull away from the dock. And on the console in front of you, it does light up with it does have like Cerberus logos and stuff on it. So there's like it's like the Cerberus OS or whatever you want to call it. There's like the icon in the corner is sort of like a top heavy bulb with a little bit of it looks a little bit like a mushroom, proto Edie as it were.
Oh, baby Edie.
As it looks so far. Yeah, baby Edie. And you get the IFF. Your radar basically looking at friendly and foe tags in the area, and you see a whole bunch of neutral tags. Omega is rife with traffic, obviously. And then if you increase your range to long range, you do see the cruiser, which is just outside of Omega airspace proper.
And that's labeled as a friendly? Yeah?
It is labeled as another Cerberus ship.
I was just wondering, what does she really feel? Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to cruise on over in my Corvette.
Okay. And as we do so, we're going to hop back over to Kache and Bean.
I'm just imagining a welcome back, Rose Gardner, to your ship by Cerberus, powered by hate.
I think notably there is not actually a VI that speaks to you guys. I think it's all silent.
What a dumb ship Bean thinks about the other ship. Bean is not insecure at all about the fact that people are commenting on the cleanliness and general lack of rank on that other ship, and the fact that it doesn't have a VI. That is very personable, thank you very much. And is like, bye, where are we on the 3 things that are we talked about earlier that are bad? Are they better? How are we doing?
System maintenance at 75%.
Okay, that's like, I feel like in school I was happy about that on one of my papers or something. Cool, yeah. And we have the girthy shields installed. We've got, I assume hot air is venting all over our girthy shields.
Uh-huh.
And, what was the 3rd thing?
The thruster that was coded to show that it wasn't working. You still only have 2 thrusters on one side and 1 thruster on the other. The other thruster is working, but it's currently inaccessible because the coding is fucked up.
Okay, and hacking is not my favorite, but I'm gonna go investigate and see. If I was gonna be familiar with code, I would be familiar with this code, because it's my ship, and I have looked at it quite a bit, and I know what it should look like.
Yeah.
So can I roll to see if I'm like, all right, did they just like delete a line? Like, what's going on?
Sure. You do also always have effort points that you can spend.
I'm gonna roll.
What are you at for effort points right now?
I think I've used it once.
That's right.
And it was during the best night of Bean's life.
I think since you slept, you've actually cleared that one.
Oh, hooray. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we haven't done anything about downtime yet because y'all haven't fucking slept or taken real downtime. But there is, if you engage in like a leisure activity or you actually rest.
Oh, they engaged in it.
You sure did. I think you can clear that effort so you can be back to 0.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to roll, I guess, for hacking.
Okay. And are you adding an effort point or are you just going to roll flat? You can either roll with advantage or you can add 2 to the roll.
I'm going to roll with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah. For sure. Okay. I rolled a 19 and I have a -2, so it's a 17.
Okay. Okay.
I love that Kache is better at hacking than you. That's hilarious.
It's not Bean's favorite. Definitely not. Bean's good at repair. I'm good at repair.
Yeah. So I think as you see the Corvette unmoor from the dock, then you're like, gotta get this show on the road. We're leaving. I can't be left behind. And you dive into the code to frantically try to figure out what's going on. And your new buddy Carver, his upgrades help you figure out where the block in this code is. They essentially commented it out. So that's like, oh, there's not actually a second thruster here. And they basically expected you to be too dumb to figure it out. And so you have figured it out, and you now have 2 thrusters on both sides of your ship.
Bean just looks at the code, and I bet y'all thought I was too dumb to figure it out. Well, I'm not. Ain't that right, Vi? Vi, play our celebratory theme. And the celebratory theme in question is just any of the songs from Real Life JD's album. Feel free to put that in the background.
Nice. Love it. Amazing. I think we can get the rights to put that in.
Anything's possible.
So yeah, Bean, you everything is working as well as can be managed. The coolant system is the bit that's still like the iffiest because they did some damage and you had to like repair with what you had on hand, and it's a bit of a hack job. And so you probably actually roll me one more repair check to see how well this went.
Let's go, please.
Holy shit.
26.
Nice.
Fuck yes!
Damn.
Okay, so I think what has happened here was like you were like, oh, I don't really have everything I need for this, but then Kache like hammered down the catwalk with his I didn't get to break the airlock. I think that went like sailing past, and you're like, no, bring that.
Yeah.
And that was the bit that you needed
the exact
to like
part
make
I needed,
it work.
yeah.
So the Valkyrie is back to ship shape.
Hey.
Valkyrie's humming better than before, honestly. I'm like a bona fide captain now. Let's go. I was before, but now I feel really secure about it. It's nice.
So everything's fixed now?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
I used duct tape and everything, so like, it's good.
I'm gonna get Dan to add a really concerning clunk in the background there.
Don't worry about that. That's normal.
Well, Special Agent Storm the Keep over there and Titoh they're well on their way, so we should catch up.
Special Agent Storm the Keep.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna go get back in the pilot's seat and get us up and running, I guess.
Okay.
I would like flight checks from Titoh and Bean.
Bean's had to do a lot of checks tonight, and Bean's a little stressed. Like, one of these is not gonna go well. I can feel it.
Oh no.
10?
Okay.
Bean?
Do you know how I said one of these is not gonna go well? It did not go well. I rolled a 1 immediately. Like, as the words came out of my mouth, it turned to the 1.
You jinxed it.
It was cinematic. I need y'all to know. It was cinema.
Oh my god.
I'm so excited.
Okay,
This is great.
so I think what happens here is Titoh, you are pulling Rose's Corvette out of the docking area. Omega is a nasty place to fly, even when you know exactly what you're doing and you have a whole bunch of practice with whatever ship you're flying. Right? And so I think I think what happens is you are slowly edging your way out, and you've like clipped a couple of bits of stray debris with the wings, and you're a little wobbly, and you're probably feeling a little bit like, you know, the flush rising on the back of your neck, feeling awkward as, you know, Carver just like one-shotted the security system, and now you're trying to get you guys, and it's just you're not feeling great about this, okay? But it's fine. It's fine. And you're slowly pulling out, and then Bean The Valkyrie ain't never flown so good. Never in all your years.
Uh-huh.
And you run that motherfucker right into Rose's Corvette.
I'm not used to it just going so fast. It's just like
Exactly.
started up so nicely.
Exactly.
Normally there's like a little bit of rumbling before it goes, and so I have to like kind of jerk it, and instead it just went, and I wasn't prepared.
Bean, you shoot out of the docking clamps, and Titoh, you're like, whoa! The Valkyrie clips the Corvette, and you both kind of go spinning off into the asteroid and space traffic. And I'm gonna give you guys a hot minute here to react.
I'm gonna assume that as we get clipped, Carver absolutely falls out of the navigator's chair and is gonna like crawl on all fours to try to get to like the steering wheel to try to like help stabilize it and just mutter under his breath, spinning is not a good trick. I don't know who told you it's not. Just try to stabilize the ship.
As alarms are blaring that you've just been in a collision, and like collision alert, and there's debris like scraping across the windshield.
I thought we're in the same team here, Bean. And I was gonna buckle down and try to wrestle back control.
Okay, and Cash?
So, Bean's in a pilot seat.
Uh-huh.
Carver and Titoh are in pilot seats.
Where the fuck was Cash?
Where was Cache?
Good question. Where was Cash?
So, to my mind, Cache was going to like set up the gun emplacement by the airlock door to be able to fire out the airlock. So Cache would have been stood up. What roll would you like me to make?
Okay,
It's risky, we're going so well.
I would like a dexterity saving throw, I guess.
Okay.
Oh my god, I killed Cash.
Or strength, dexterity or strength saving throw. Either way, I'm good with either.
Oh, well, definitely strength is better. So that's including my +5 from strength. That'll be an 11, because I rolled a 6.
It's over 50%.
Oh my god, I killed Cash.
Oh my god, you killed Cash!
Yeah! I've got a large hit pool, you're fine.
It's true. So, where did you set up this turret?
So I would want to put the turret by the airlock with the idea to, like, if we want to do combat, essentially we just need to open the airlock doors, Cache in full hard suit, bam, 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 out the doorway, and then we can close the door and drive off. Like, we don't have weapons on the ship, so it gives the ship a weapon, if not
We installed a gun.
a really awkward one, and we can only do a one-sided broadside.
Okay, I think it would probably be at the back, because it's probably like the equivalent of a loading hatch
Sure.
sort of deal.
So it would give us a butt gun, at least.
Yeah, yeah. So what I now want is I would like
Oh no.
a luck check from Bean.
Oh no.
Okay.
I rolled an 11. It's not that bad. I'm not gonna like blast a hole in the hull or anything. Like, I think we'll be fine. But it's gonna be how much damage am I gonna do to myself is more the concern, I think.
I'm blowing on my dice.
Please do.
It's a 9. I'm sorry. It's a 9.
It's fine. It's us. It's fine.
Okay.
This is normal operations for the Ride of the Valkyrie. Let's be honest.
So here is what happens. Bean hits the gas. The Valkyrie shoots forward. Cache, you lose your footing. You manage to grab, like, you get a hand in the deck plate. But Krogan are heavy.
Yeah.
And an object in motion stays in motion unless other forces act upon it. So you are thrown back. You've got a hand on the deck plating, so you've slowed your roll. And then the Valkyrie hits the Corvette and spins, which increases your centripetal force, and you hit the back of the airlock. The airlock door that Carver and Bean broke and rebuilt several episodes ago.
Oh my god, I forgot we did that.
The result of Bean's luck check
I hate it here.
is that the door doesn't fly open. You are not ejected into the void of space.
Good. That is a good thing.
But you've got one hand on the open door, and the rest of you is hanging out the end of the ship.
That was fine.
It's like truly hard. We'll fly back in.
If he had flown out, I would have actually killed
It's fine. I'm wearing a hard suit with preparation to be opening the airlock anyway. We're all good here. Like, what's the worst that could happen?
You've also got redundant lungs. Like, you'd be fine. You'd be fine for a bit. You've got at least like 180 seconds in vacuum before you die entirely. Like, come on, you're a Krogan.
Christian,
Yeah?
how far away from the dock are we? Because Bean has just gone zoom. Are we like nearest to the dock, or are we like fully in space at this point?
Well, I mean, the dock is in space.
Well, I mean, but like, is it possible to Kache just to like jump onto the ground? If that makes sense? Or
So,
How far do Omega's like shielding?
exactly?
yeah,
like,
okay. So
How dire is the situation? No, that's good.
remember that gravity is only a thing on the station, right? So Kache wouldn't fall. He would be flung in the same direction that he was going, right? So if he had not stopped himself on the door, or if he is flung off the door, he will continue in that direction until he hits something. Probably at the moment, that's most likely going to be part of Omega. Whether that is the actual dock that you guys just left, or if he'd like get, flung off to the side any which way, it's hard to say. That will be
Okay.
some rolls later if it comes to that. But I would say at the moment, you guys are probably like a few 100 meters out. Not very far,
Sure.
but like the equivalent of you're still in the parking lot. You haven't hit the road yet, but it's like the end of the Walmart parking lot.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're too far away from the Cerberus ship to like just Master Chief me onto it.
Sir, giving the Covenant back their bomb.
Fling me onto
Gonna finish this fight. Oh my god, you've no idea how much I want you to do that now. But no, the Cerberus cruiser left like a full hour
Our schmower.
before you guys now. So they're well out of Omega's airspace. They're over there. So yes, any final words?
Yeah, final words. Death.
Final words, Kache?
Yes, Bean.
I think, like, obviously Bean's first reaction is like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Did not mean to do that. That's my bad.
You're like looking in the rear view mirror. Like,
Yeah, but I think, like, they don't see what happened to Kache. So Kache just, like, hears over the loudspeaker, like, Kache, my seatbelt worked, and honestly, I was concerned. Kache?
You have been listening to I Should Roll, Ride of the Valkyrie, Episode 20, Grand Theft Eezo, featuring the voices of Shea Grové as Titoh Raas, J.D. Kelly as Kache, Hunter LaPaglia as Carver Fairbank, Leah Ryan as Bean Gainian, and Kaya Renwick as everyone and everything else. Music and sound effects are used under Creative Commons or royalty-free licenses. For the extended credits, please see the show notes. And for more information, please visit ishouldroll.com. Find us everywhere on social media at ishouldroll, and don't forget to leave us a review. I Should Roll is an Intergalactic Improv Initiative production. This fan podcast is a transformative work and is not affiliated with Electronic Arts or BioWare. Thank you for listening. Have a pleasant day.